Hi, I'm Elsa Johnson, your intuitive and transformational clarity and mindset coach. Today, I really want to talk to you about why I feel the Truth and Dare work is so important. It all started with a bike ride. I have been riding my bike since I could hardly walk. It was my main form of transportation for most of my 20s. I love it. I love biking. Recently, when I moved to Arizona, I started taking up mountain biking. And I absolutely love that too. Being outside in nature, challenge yourself a little bit, and it just feels fantastic to me. Recently, I was on a ride and I started thinking, my whole life I have been so scared to ride with my hands off the handlebars, really hands-free and I was always so afraid of falling off and crashing in. So as soon as I even tried, I would start stiffening up and really get so nervous that I immediately would put my hands securely back on the handlebars. But that day, something got into me and I was like, okay, today's the day I really need to do this work. I really need to challenge myself. So I dared myself to lift my hands off the handlebars. That first initial scary moment, I lifted my hands and a little bit more and my body sort of settled into itself, and then I lifted it up and I was riding hands-free. It was amazing. And all of a sudden this calm came over my body. This sense of fulfillment, this sense of confidence that I had no clue where it came from. And then I started thinking, what does that mean for us? That thing when we for so long have been tied to this thing that we couldn't do, and then all of a sudden we let it go. You see, probably like you, I had put a label on myself. In this particular case, my label was, I'm the chicken. I am the person who is not a daredevil, who can't do things that are scary, things where I can get hurt. I had held myself back from something that could feel so empowering that I really was holding myself back. So what label are you putting on yourself that is holding you back from having that moment? What is your truth in that? And where can you dare yourself to live bigger? The other thing that I realized was it was interfering with my relationships. I would always yell and scream at my husband when he didn't, because he would do it all the time. I yelled and screamed at my kids when they were little, afraid that they would fall off and hurt themselves. Yes, that is a possibility. The danger is there. They can fall, they can break an arm, a leg, they can really get hurt. And I know there's places in your life where you feel you can really get hurt and it can't happen. But just like me, even when I was holding my hands so firmly on the handlebars, I couldn't control that I wouldn't get hurt. I have fallen off that bike a million times. I have bruises and scars to show for it. So even when I was holding myself back and trying, I could control everything, I couldn't. Yet I tried to put that into my relationship, trying to control that too. And that's the last point. You can't control everything. And when you try to do that, you are actually restricting yourself from growing, just like me. Because I was so firmly controlling myself that nothing would go wrong. Yet I knew that that wasn't always the case. If I let up control and instead of keep worrying about what could happen, focus on what really could happen. Something amazing. So again, I'm asking you, what are the truths that you are holding around yourself, or truths? Because believe me, that's not the only one that I have or had. I'm working on them every single day, being intentional about when there's things that I'm in front of that I don't dare to do, saying, what is holding me back? So I'm so excited for you that you are taking this step for yourself and daring to look at those truths that has been putting you, a label on you, on things you can't do, and really living free, and let go of those handlebars and be hands-free and feel that freedom, that peace, that that sense of accomplishment. Celebrate yourself as you do this work. If you get overwhelmed, let's jump on a call. Let's get you moving forward and see what really is possible for you. So until next time, I'm Elsa Johnson, your intuitive and transformational clarity and mindset coach. I am so excited that you're doing the work, and I'll see you soon. Bye.